This video is going to be a bit different from my usual ones, not in any extraordinary way, but I was already going to use the length of this video as a talking point. However, I had a hiccup that caused the video just overall to be longer because I did not put as much editing time into it as I normally do. To give a little bit more insight to how my editing process typically goes, I first record all the video footage, then I go in and I splice out all of the hand movements, anything that's not my brush on the canvas or my pens on the canvas, that gets cut out. I personally am not a fan of my fidgets, my jarring hand movements, just like any hand movement where I'm taking my hand out of the frame and back in. I hate that. I think it looks really distracting from the actual art itself. But let me get into my story as to why this is longer. And really, you don't even have to listen to me. If you want to mute this and just play your own music and watch, that's awesome. You don't have to play this at the regular speed on YouTube. Although it's already sped up, feel free to speed it up even more. They give the feature, so might as well use it. As of last week, I had this completely edited down from the 5.5 hours of recording to 36 minutes. And I was really happy because I was just about to save it to my phone, and my storage starts lecturing me that I don't have any storage to be able to save this, which I was concerned would happen because of how much video footage it was. Typically, my videos are maybe the 3-4 hour mark tops before going in and speeding it up and splicing it down and getting everything ready for YouTube. This prompted me to try and clear up space on my phone and come to find out that like 8 out of my 15 megabytes have just been taken up by backup stuff that shouldn't even be there because I don't have that feature turned on my phone. So this leads me to spend an unnecessary amount of time trying to clear up space on my phone, condense things, try to figure out where I can cut corners so I can clear up space and hopefully download this video. I'm gonna give you guys a spoiler alert though, I did not get to download that full video. During the chaos of deleting things, trying to clear up space, I accidentally messed up my Google Play services, which lost me access to all of my Google apps, photos included. Losing said photo app access caused me to panic. I went to my video app, tried to click on the video, and it overrided with one of their demo videos that just comes with the app. So my week's worth of editing, just in the trash. In oblivion. Gone. If I didn't have the resilience of a cockroach that just will not die no matter how many times you try and squish it with a shoe, I probably would have just gave up on this because that is about where I'm at with being very fed up with the route a lot of technology and a lot of services have been going, my phone included. Like the ruining and lack of features, the locking more storage behind a lifetime subscription essentially. Like, ew. Gives me the ick. I hate it. It does not incentivize me to buy a new phone when I eventually get so fed up with this one it goes into a wall. It incentivizes me to go back to my old phone that's in a drawer somewhere. I almost feel like I should be thanking these companies for pushing me to the anti-consumerism that they have, but that's not even what I wanted to do. I enjoy being able to utilize the tools that we have at our disposal in our everyday lives with our phones and technology, but it's so frustrating anymore. And I plan to get like a nice time-lapse camera when I eventually have the funds for it, but as of right now I don't have that. So the only thing I really use is my phone, which sucks, but it is what it is right now. Starving artist and such. Enough of my whining though, back to the story. After a lot of trial and error, because I learned that YouTube doesn't let you upload multiple videos into one, so I would have needed to upload all 4 videos separately to my YouTube, and that's stupid. I would not do that. I'm not trying to spam my content and put out quantity instead of quality. I like to actually put something out that is aesthetically pleasing to watch and actually worth your time, because that's the most expensive thing you have. After some experimenting with saving the videos, I was able to condense 2 out of the 4 into one video, save that, and then do the same with the part 3 and part 4. So what that looked like was speed those up, save that to my phone, delete the original files, delete the file in my video maker app, and then upload the third and fourth videos in like a rinse and repeat type way, you know? Just had to upload the 2 videos again that were the next parts, speed those up, save that, delete the file, delete the original files, and now I have put 4 videos together in here because I was able to speed them up and delete the original files that were taking up so much space, which I recognize there is a finite amount of space on my phone because I don't want to give Google more money, but it's just very frustrating. The whole thing is frustrating. There's an SD card in my phone just asking for storage to be on it, but instead, the only extra storage I can get is buying it through Google. And not just a one-time purchase. No, they want you to buy a subscription so that you just keep accumulating more and more storage so they can just keep asking more and more money from you later down the line when they eventually jack up that price. Because that 43 cents or 49 cents or $1 a month for 3 months is going to eventually go to the full price. And I don't care if it's just a low amount that they want forever. I don't want to give them that money. They don't listen about what we don't want in their products, so why would I want to give them more dollars? And I'd love to save my photos and all of my big media files to my computer, but don't even get me started about OneDrive because I will absolutely channel my Hank Hill. I want to be able to put my files on the computer in my house that I own. I don't want it to go to some cloud. I don't want it to be connected to other devices. I want the storage specifically only for that computer. And I almost forgot about my talking point at the beginning of this because I just went on a tangent. When I originally edited this video down, it was 36 minutes from the 5.5 hours that it was, and that is significantly longer than the first 2 time lapses that I've uploaded. I often tell people that the final touches take the most time, and it is cool to see that actually captured on camera. Sometimes ideas just don't end up working out. Like, I did enjoy how the wood panel flooring looked at first, but upon adding more detail to this piece, I felt like it was kind of taken away from the main subject and the table. Not to mention it was kind of throwing off the perspectives. It just doesn't visually satisfy as much as the wood panel that you find in like the cicada painting that I'm working on that you can find in my videos. But I live for working with happy accidents, so I just go over it with a light beige further in the video. But anyways, that's why this video is not as visually pleasing as they usually are, because I didn't want to go back through for another extra week or 2, however long I procrastinated on this further, because I intended to upload this last week, and I've just been in a burnout from how frustrating my technical difficulties were. But it's fine, we're fine. It's getting uploaded. Maybe next time, maybe the next one I'll put a little bit more time into, or maybe I'll just say fuck it and I'll just keep doing super sped up and leaving my hand movements in and hate myself. Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. I do hope you guys enjoy the video, and if you are still painting along with your very own bearded dragon paintings that I hope are your own pets and not this one because this one belonged to somebody, I would love to see it. I don't know if YouTube allows for picture comments. If they do, post it below, or figure out how to make it into a GIF and post it below. Although my age may be showing because I actually don't know if GIF comments are allowed either down there, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. Just keep up the art. You guys are doing great.